Good evening, America. My name is Akonji Agbola Akinwale Lawrence. And I'm going to be treating the topic today, the impossible assignment, Walmart, and accounting fraud. At a particular point in time in the past, I was hired into Walmart. And I started well. I love the place. And I was working hard. I come to realize some basic fundamental things. In our training, of everything that was said, of everything that was taught, that I could remember vividly, that I could absorb into my being, the only thing that stands out was one single thing, and that was the assignment given to every employee. As an employee of Walmart, you are statutorily encouraged, I would say. Don't let me be too emphatic on that. By statute, they want you to make sure anytime you see a fraud of over 100,000 US dollars, you are obligated by law, or you are obligated by the regulations within Walmart as a conglomerate to report to the authorities. Now, let's analyze authorities. Authorities could mean many things. Authorities, one, management in Walmart, in the store you work. Authorities, two, Walmart as a corporation with their head office where it is. Authority three will be the FBI. Authority four will be the police department. We were told specifically, if the crime in question is below 100,000 US dollars, forget about it, we're not interested. But if the crime in question, if the privilege, if the shoplifting is in excess of 100,000 US dollars, you are mandated to report it. That was the only thing I could pick of all the 3 to 4 days, running into 5 days of training before I was pushed to work, to start working on the floor of Walmart. That was the only, you cannot imagine it. The way my brain works is a little different, as I've come to realize. When I watch a movie, I'm not looking for the storyline, I'm not looking for the actors, I'm not looking for the dialogue. I'm actually looking for faults, cinematography faults and errors. I don't know why my brain works that way. So when I'm being trained as an employee of Walmart, and the only thing I could pick in 2 to 3 days, running into 5 days of training, was actually the fact that you are obligated by rules and regulations within Walmart as a corporation, as a global corporation, to report any privilege, any stealing, any shoplifting above 100,000 US dollars. That was the only thing I could pick. And the reason why it is so is on that very day we all laughed. What if it's below 100,000, like 99,000? They said they don't want to know about it. You don't want to know about 99,000 US dollars? And they said no. It must be way above 100,000 US dollars. I won't be given this assignment. Now wait a minute. Apart from your duty as a employee, as an employee of a Walmart, You are obligated to report theft. You are obligated to report shoplifting. You are obligated to report any mismanagement above 100,000 that you observe. Why? We think Walmart support the employee in every way. If you report it, then whatever consequences the employee faces or backlashes, Walmart will come to your head. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. I'm going to tell you my story. That's not true at all. If you are currently an employee of Walmart in any part of the United States and you're watching your management stealing in excess of 100,000 US dollars, and you think you're following the obligation, you're following the rules and regulation that you should report it, I would advise you not to. If you can't stand it, quit your job, get the heck out. Because the backlash that you will face when the backlash comes, not only will Walmart not give you any assistance whatsoever, Walmart will look the other way. I have observed that. I'm a witness to what I'm about to tell you. This is the story of Lawrence in Walmart. It's funny and you will laugh. I'm going to do this in sections. Before I get to my main course. When I get to my main course, it's going to have something to do with management of Walmart as a corporation. So I'm going to make some assertions. I'm going to make some very, very clear statements. Stay tuned. Now, this is my story. The moment I got hired, I get to work. I needed a job. I've been away from work for like 3 months, and I hate not working. It makes me sick. If I'm not working, I'm like, that means something is wrong with me. Because I love to have money in my pocket. Now, the moment I start working, I start to observe some things. But the things I was observing were things that one should, under normal circumstances, see in a big corporation. The big enterprise, the more the problems you could visually see either on the floor, in management, or in things that were being said, or in things that were being done. So I don't take cognizance of that. But one day, a man by the name of Steve, that happens to be my night manager Steve, called me aside one day. He said, "Lawrence, you off for the next 2 days?" I said, "Yes, I'm off for the next 2 days." He said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you come to work tomorrow?" Come to work tomorrow? Yeah, come to work tomorrow so that, your next 2 days will not be for the, I will change everything in the computer for you. I said, "No problem. So you want me to come to work tomorrow? You don't want me to come to work tonight?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What?" He said, "Well, if it's possible." I said, Okay. You're the boss. You giving me what? You want me to take the rest today and come to work tomorrow? So he did not want me to come to work on that very day. And I was on the floor already thinking I will work that day. And then I'll be off that day. And then have my 2 days off. In one word, what he was trying to do was that he was trying to postpone my day off. You want me to come to work tomorrow? Well, good. I'll be here tomorrow. So tonight, I'm not coming to work. He said, "Don't bother, come to work tonight. Come to work tomorrow." Invariably, he has splitted and disarranged my plans. But he's a boss. You got to fly with what flies. So I decided to take his word for it. Okay, make sure you change it on my timetable. I don't want to have any problem with my pay or something. I said, no, I'm going to change it right now. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Lawrence. Hard job. Good job. Oh, see you later. Bye-bye. What I did not realize was that particular day, he didn't want me to come to work. Something was about to go down. After the Holy Spirit spoke to me, I realized that every black person had that day postponed. They didn't want us to come to work that day. Not a single black man, not a single person, employee of African descent was available on the floor for that day. Something was about to go on. I did not know, since I wasn't there. But I was at home sleeping. And since I was working night, since I was not, I was not working, I decided, you know what, I better take a rest. And what I found in my dream was unimaginable. I was dreaming exactly what was happening right on the floor of Walmart. I could see the position of all my managers as they were standing. It's as if I was watching a video. The dream was as if I was watching a video. What was about to go on? The next block from Walmart Rio Grande, that was an 18-wheeler tractor trailer being loaded into another 18-wheeler tractor trailer. Invariably, what I'm saying is the management of the corporation, Rio Grande Walmart, as at that year, were about to steal on a scale unimaginable. They were about to make a whole tractor trailer coming from Walmart to the floors of the store disappear. In order to get the goods from one tractor trailer to the other, no man can do that. Except, of course, you use a mechanism. The mechanism available to us was a forklift. The forklift in question was at the back of the building. In order to offload one trailer to the other, they need a forklift. The forklift is situated at the back of the building. So in order to use the forklift in front of the building, on camera, unknown to them, they have to drive the forklift all the way. And in this August situation, so to speak, they ordered one of the forklift drivers to bring it to the front. And they offloaded the whole 18-wheeler tractor trailer to an empty 18-wheeler tractor trailer. And a theft of high magnitude was already made by people in management. Whether the general manager at that time, Mr. Sam, knows about it, I have no clue. All I was dreaming at home was what was happening in my store. I was so confident that what I was dreaming was authentic. I was so confident. It was so vivid in my imagination that I pick up my pencil, pick up my pen, get a sheet of paper, and write everything down. When I wrote everything down, it took me a while to compile them. After I wrote everything down, I went straight to the manager, Mr. Sam. I said, Mr. Sam, we got to talk. So Mr. Sam sat me down and I spoke to Mr. Sam at length, telling him exactly what happened in my dream. The fact that I mentioned it as a dream was a reason for him to knock it off. You don't go to management who likes to see things in the physical, telling them you're seeing things in the spiritual, and that what you are seeing in the spiritual has already happened. And it has to do with the management. And he's the head of the management. That makes him very, very uncomfortable. He said, it's a dream, right? It's a dream, right? I said, yes. I said, what I just told you, what I just wrote down, what I just dreamt about, if you look at your camera during all summertime, it actually happened. He said, we investigate it. I said, okay, make sure you investigate it. I have a few weeks off, blah, blah, blah. I have this, I have that. Make sure you investigate it. I'll get back to you momentarily. I decided to keep away from work. After 2 or 3 weeks, at the end of that month, I decided to call to speak to Mr. Sam. I was told Mr. Sam is on vacation. Believe me, I don't have a better word for astonishment, neither for surprise. But when astonishment and surprise comes with enveloped in a big basket of hunger, now you know what I'm talking about. I was mad. How can a tractor trailer filled with merchandise be stolen from a Walmart store, Rio Grande Walmart? And I'm calling to know the update. He said he's going to cite the video and give me the update. And because I said, I cannot work for you if Steve is still working for you. You have to fire Steve. He said, I cannot fire Steve, Lawrence. I cannot fire Steve. Steve is my manager. Even if I see it happen, I cannot fire Steve. I said, if you cannot fire Steve, then I cannot work for you anymore. And I walked out. But he said, listen, I will investigate. He never did. He never did. So they told me he was on vacation. I said, who is deputizing? The person deputizing, I said, when will he be back on vacation? How can you be on vacation when a tractor trailer loaded with merchandise was stolen from your store? And that was the end of my stay and work in Rio Grande Walmart. I ran through the internet, get hold of numbers, and call the FBI. Luckily for me, the FBI are already monitoring my phone. They are already monitoring my phone. So when I dropped the message, they went in. Before you know it, technology meet Walmart. They told management, as I understand it, to please take them round. They want to see every nook and corner of the store. Every nook and corner of the store they step into, every camera that was there was already captured. All they need is the IP address. So by the end of the day, they were watching Walmart Rio Grande from the FBI office in full movie, live. Live, they were watching them. Every stealing, every management stealing, everything was going on live, and they were recording it. I lost my job because I was honest enough to believe Walmart that I should report any privilege, any shoplifting above $100,000 US. Up to today, I've not been compensated. Up to today, I've not been compensated. The FBI contacted Walmart to show them what exactly this guy was talking about. This guy called Lawrence, yours truly, that this is what this guy is talking about. This is the video he dreamt. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was not compensated. I could not work in Walmart anymore. My life was at stake. Mr. Steve was a cannibal. He was sending his cannibal friends after me. It was a mess. Did Walmart come to my rescue? Hell no. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I was unemployed, wasting away. They ain't got nothing to do with it. So this is a warning for those who are currently employees of Walmart. If you find yourself in my situation, and you can't handle it, just send out a letter of resignation, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. That's all you could do. I reported to the sheriff's department. I reported to the police department. I reported to the FBI. They buried every case. I'm not kidding. Up to today, that issue has not come up. Years after, they buried every case. I don't know how powerful these people are. How powerful they are, I have no clue. They buried every case. So when Walmart, the biggest merchant store on the planet, gives you an assignment when hiring you, that if you see any privilege, if you see any shoplifting above $100,000 US, please report it. They're just making a mockery of you. Now, to the accounting fraud. I also analyze what they were actually doing to the FBI. What they were doing was an accounting fraud called reverse charges. What the managers do is come in the morning with their numerous bank credit cards or mark cards and reverse sales amount in the computer into their own bank account. They were making thousands every week. Thousands. They were doing it so often, it was unbelievable. They were making money. So if Walmart thinks it's making $1 trillion profit, it should have been making $1.5 trillion. Now, what I now realize is this. If Rio Grande Walmart, one of the youngest Walmarters at that time, was in this fraud going on, every Walmart in that same vicinity of South Jersey, Upper Jersey, South New Jersey, we're actually in on it. You know, these people communicate. They help each other out. They exchange informations. They hold meetings. They were actually in on it. So this is when I now draw some conclusions. If the total Walmart in New Jersey was 300 in total, hypothetically speaking, at least 150 Walmart were having that problem of accounting fraud. Now, the people at the helms of affairs at Walmart will look at me and say, that's not true, that's not true. Call me a liar. Call my bluff. Check the last 10 years of your account. Try as much as possible that every reversal, every credit card reversal in your accounting books, see if the credit card they were reversing the credit card reversal to matches the credit card that was used for the payment of the merchandise. I could guarantee you will be picking up people and you will be knowing that no, it doesn't work that way. That your money was walking on the floor. Your money was growing legs and walking on the floor. Perhaps you don't know. Now you know. Now, this is where I have an issue. If they're doing it in South Jersey, very few universities are in South Jersey. So computer as a discipline in South Jersey is not as advanced as state like Texas, state like California, state like New York, state like Connecticut, state like Rhode Island, state like Philadelphia. If we have to go into those areas where we have universities with disciplines in computer, and you have skilled, nothing to do undergraduates who could audit, listen to me, who could audit their software, because what they did was their software was audited. They had it, I should say, not audited. They edit the software in order to absorb all those transfers. So invariably, they were making a wire internally. You use a credit card purchase, $500. Somebody comes in with his own debit card and reverse that $500 to his own card. If you look into it, out of 1,000 Walmart stores, you will find at least 500 doing the same thing. If they're doing it in the United States of America, they're doing it overseas. If they're doing it overseas, this is a global problem. You're losing money. I analyzed this on paper. I tried to let them know. In fact, I became the enemy. The same guy who wanted everybody to know there's an accounting fraud going on, there's credit card reversal being done, going into people's bank account, or just push aside. Push aside. Make you disappear. It's not worth the trouble. You don't want that trouble. But that trouble, no problem. I've been forced to realize a false statement that if you see a shoplifting amount of over 100,000 US dollars, report it to the authorities. Had I known better, I would just quit my job and go look for another, without even disturbing the status quo, without disturbing management at all. Now, that is not even the issue of this video. The issue of this video is, after a period of time, the entire management that were in place in Walmart Rio Grande at that time disappeared. And they must be accounted for. Listen to me and listen to me attentively. Walmart as a corporation, from your head office in Arkansas, if I get it right, all the staff that disappeared from Rio Grande Walmart, whether dead or alive, must be accounted for. Remember what I said. It all boils down to cannibalism. Steve, the night store manager, was a cannibal. So what made all these people disappear? If they are alive, we want to see them. If they disappear, we want to see them. We want to talk to Mr. Sam, the last person I talked to before I left the organization. All those people must be accounted for. That is the bone of contention of this video. All those people that disappeared from Rio Grande Walmart, that are in the management circle, must be accounted for. Must be accounted for. Walmart, you are in big fucking problem. If you cannot account for all those management staff, if all those management staff are presumed dead, then you are in big fucking trouble. That is my story. That is the impossible assignment. Walmart and the accounting fraud. I hope the authorities in question, I hope the FBI who have been on it, will not take it upon themselves as another assignment to know who has been killing other people in the United States of America. How could a whole management staff disappear and never seen again? This is an assignment for the investigators. May God help us in Jesus' anointed name. Amen.